games. Whoop, let's go. Hursty games, and this how we do. Now it's time.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome back to our QPR Career Mode. Today we are cracking on with this series, cracking on with games, and we've got a lot to get through. If you haven't caught up with the rest of this playlist, then please do go to check it out. It is on the channel. You can find it under the playlist tab and you can get yourself all nice and caught up. But if you are caught up, then obviously welcome to today's episode. We have got a game that we're going to be doing relatively straight away, which is the game against Nottingham Forest. Then we have our youth system that we're going to go through, obviously that comes through on the 1st, and then we're basically just trying to get through another couple of games. I'm trying to get through at least 4 games an episode at the moment, which is proving a little bit difficult, but I'm getting through as many as we can. One thing I will say, and there will be another update video about this coming up probably nearer the weekend. I start my new job next week, and so the filming time that I have is going to be very limited. These take me like an hour to an hour and a half to film, so I'm not going to have that amount of time all the time to be able to film this, so I'm just going to get this filmed as often as I can. But I wanted to let you guys know who are watching this series. Obviously I'll put this specifically in this video because this is a series that I obviously upload like twice a week at the moment, so I will keep it as consistent as I can. But with my new working schedule, working like 10+ hour days, it's going to be very hard to keep it twice a week when I need an hour and a half to film and then X amount of time to edit as well. But regardless, let's get into this episode. Let's start the games off. If anything pops up in the meantime, I'm gonna let you know. Otherwise, I'll see you at the Forest game. Okay, I've got the team ready for this game against Forest, and I'm going to try out, again, the 4-2-3-1 system. It was put in the comments of the last video, and it's also something that, as I said to you guys before, I was going to try and work with and see if I can get the best out of this formation, because personally, I think this is what best suits the team we're currently running in this save. Also, to address some comments that have been put, obviously, I know QPR in real life play a 5 at the back. For me personally, for the sake of the series and the sake of the career mode, 5 at the back is often quite dull to play with, especially against the AI, so it really doesn't make for very fun or exciting games because you've got half your squad in defense. So for me personally, it's my career mode, as in like I'm now the manager. I'm not Mark Warburton. I'm going to play the system that suits me and suits the series and suits the team that we've got. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm not playing a 5 at the back. I'm playing a system that suits the series itself. Although it's a QPR career mode, as I say, I'm not Mark Warburton, and I can pick a different system if I so choose to. So the 4-2-3-1 is what we're running today. McCallum coming in at left back. I'm going to try McCallum out today and see if we potentially want to try and pick him up on a permanent. After this game, we may indeed go in for Andre Gray and see if we can get him on that permanent signing. But yeah, let's go for it. Let's see if we can come up against this Nottingham Forest side and hopefully come away with a win. With what is, I think, probably our strongest 11. I do think the 11 we've got out there right now is probably the best 11 that we have. And that is why I'm sticking with it. But this is going to be a tough old game. Again, the home form has been something that we have been ever so slightly hit and miss with. So hopefully today can be the start of just trying to find a bit of home form. That's all I can hope to do. Let's see if we can. Come on, you ask. Forest on an attack immediately here. McCallum now with a really, really good step in, like literally immediately. So that is absolutely fantastic for us there. Can we maybe start a bit of a counter now? We've got Willock out on this right-hand side. He's going to try and cut inside. Does so eventually. A little bit lucky with the cut in. But Ilias can't find Coles. It's a bit of a wasted chance. But yeah, we just need to get our foot on the ball a little bit here. Carvalho trying to take it past Ozzy here. Ozzy's just got to stand his ground. Does really well to block that, and it's going to go out for a throw. They're attacking down the wings quite a lot, is something I'm noticing. This Forest side are definitely trying to make the most of their wide players. Players like Carvalho, who are obviously very good little players. But I've lost the ball there in a bit of a stinker spot. They're probably going to get a chance to take a shot here. Thankfully, Rob Dickey equal to it, and we do get that one away. But we just got to be careful because, again, they are attacking in numbers. And they're also proving to be very difficult to break down. But Coles here is just going to absolutely zip past their defender. Oh, it's whipped into Ilias. Would have been nice if it was whipped in maybe to Lyndon Dykes. He's a bit more of an aerial threat. But Dykes is going to get it on the turn. It's a good shot. But Samba, who, by the way, in my opinion, is one of the best keepers in the league, with a very, very good save. Can we whip this one in there and try and create another chance? Lyndon up to it, but it hit the back of his head. Amos drops down to him. And it's just going to get cleared there. But not a bad little sequence of attacks. We've just got to try and do that a little bit more consistently. Dykes inside to Ilias. Coles is going to make a small bit of space for himself out on this right-hand side. Ah, you know what? His first touch again, letting him down. It's a real shame that I can't get the best out of Coles right now, because he has got such potential for us and he could be such a good player. But I just can't make him work. And that is half time. It's been a bit of a nothingy first half, honestly. Not many chances to really shout about for either side. I think Dykes' effort being the best of that first half. But at the moment, I just can't really get this ticking. I can't quite get the system running how I'd like it to run. Also, I have to say, that Forest kit is actually disgusting. I really don't like that kit in the slightest. But back to the game. Yeah, I can't quite get anything from this right now. I'm going to stick with it for now. I might go to the 4-2-2 maybe after, again, 55-60 minutes. I'll give it that 30 minutes to see if I feel like I can get anything extra out of it. But for now, I think personally I'm going to stick with this 4-2-3-1, and I've just got to work on just getting possession in slightly better places and try and get a couple more people up the pitch when I have those kind of attacks and those kind of bits of possession, because that's going to be my in this game, is getting those players in and around the box a little bit better and more often. But firstly, we've got to stop this attack here. He's onside, Dicky. Don't put your hand up for it. Oh, he was off. Dicky, well done for putting your hand up for it, lad. Obvious offside. Ilias Chair now in a bit of space. Ilias are going to try and play it to Linden, who I think is just onside. He's just offside. It's a fantastic strike. It's the best bit of play we've had this game so far, but he was just offside there, which is a real shame. I'm going to use this chance, by the way, to make a quick change. I'm going to bring on Albert Adoma at left mid. I was going to bring on Gray. I was going to genuinely bring on Gray and see how he... You know what, actually, you know what? I think I might do that. I think I am going to do that. And what we're also going to do is going to bring on Dozzle here to play, again, sort of alongside Johansson as that sort of deep playing, like, deep line playmaker. Kind of, the person I always used to describe it is like when Ericsson was at Spurs. He's a definite cam, but he played at, like, DM as a cam, if that makes sense. Regardless, that's the change I'm going to make. So Gray's going to come on at left mid and see if he can maybe operate for us on this left-hand side and just provide another option, because Coles, as I said, just wasn't cutting it, which is a real shame, because I think Coles is going to be huge for us in this series, but I need him to start playing better for me, otherwise it's just never going to work out, and otherwise the money's going to seem very tempting. But Gray on that left-hand side hopefully will be helpful, and again, Dozzle having like two players like at DM who can spread a really nice pass like that is going to be huge for us, I think, for this sort of last 25 or so minutes. But let's see if we can maybe make an attack here with this bit of play. Look at the space out there for Gray now. Gray, come on, mate. Just got to beat your man. You're rapid, lad. Good lad. That's a good run. Can we get it across the box? We can. Oh, it's a good shot, but it's straight at Samba. It needed to just be a little bit further nearer that far post, which is where I was playing it, and we would have maybe been 1-0 up there, but that's a better start. Gray's coming immediately and is definitely having a bit of an impact. And again, he's helping us start a bit of an attack here. That's a good bit of play. That's lovely. Linden. There. Oh, he's offside again. It's offside again. I thought he was onside that time. I honestly thought he was onside. I thought I just timed it, but I was evidently just a bit too late. I thought that centre-back was just keeping him on. No, I mistimed that. That's a real shame. Damn it. Damn it. But better. That's so much better. Oh, this is bad. I've got no defence. Barbe and McCallum just were not at all tracking back. Oh, my God. Well done to whoever that... I think that was Dicky that got back there in the end and made the clearance. But well done, obviously, to Super Senny for another super save. And, mate, that could have been terrible for us. After slowly but surely starting to get into a dominating position in this game, to have conceded them would have been terrible. I am going to take off Johan Barbe here and bring on Device. Just fresh legs at that centre-back role. And hopefully just help us not lose from here, because that would be terrible. However, I still think we've got to push for these 3 points. I think we've slowly earned our way into this game, and that is a lovely bit of play, and that is a terrible pass from Linden. That was meant to be just a simple pass there to Gray, and I don't know what he's tried there. That is really frustratingly bad. This is a bad bit of play. Super Senny with a super save. Thank you, Senny bloody DN. Come on, boys. Let's see if we can maybe get something from the last stages of this game. Gray, I'm going to try and go outside the man. You know what? I'll take the throw. I'll take the throw. That's fine. Just keep possession at that point there. That is not the end of the world. Johansson. Oh, Gray didn't make the run early enough. That's a real shame. Stefan, it's going to run into the middle. Lovely stuff, Stefan. Keep it alive. Into Linden. Finesse from the edge of the box. Please say that got deflected. I don't know what's just happened there with Lyndon Dykes. I'm not going to lie to you. But I need us to close this down now. There's not long left. We need to win this ball immediately and then build an attack. And I don't think we're going to get the time to. It's 3 minutes. It's in their own half. It's a stinky stalemate. It's a 0-0. It's a tough game. I won't lie to you. I did genuinely struggle in that game because Forest just seemed to just have so many players back. And I just couldn't get plan A right. And plan B worked better, but just didn't quite tick all the boxes, which is a real shame. But I have to say, I'm not upset. We didn't get the loss, which is really good, but we need to try and keep up a little bit of consistency. Hopefully today we can go unbeaten. That'll be quite nice. If we can get another like win or another draw against Cardiff, I'd like the win, obviously, but as long as we don't lose the next game, I think we've got 2 winnable games coming up after that. Wow, I struggled with that one. But yeah, let's hope that we can maybe get just a little bit more chances in the next one, because it was a bit of a nothingy game. It's quite ironic here that Coles has come and complained that I took him off. He was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. I'm going to tell him that I'm doing it to keep him fit. But yeah, it was mainly because you were a bit crap, Coles. I won't lie to you, mate. Okay, we have our scout reports here, which is going to be fantastic. I also have the confirmed position change here for Nagy, which is going to be great. But first of all, we'll look at our scout reports. We're starting off with our England reports here. Michael Steele, I don't think is going to be good enough for us. Edward Terry could be fantastic. I'm going to pick up Edward Terry. Peter Adams, it's a no from me, matey. Jake Monk, hell no. Max Baxter doesn't look terrible, but I don't think he's quite, again, going to suit what it is we're trying to achieve here. And same with Tyler Barry. I'm going to get rid of Tyler Barry and I'll get rid of Max Baxter. I'll keep, again, Michael Steele. I'm going to give him another scout and see if he's like a guaranteed min 80, but 40-ish ratings is going to be a bit of a stinker in regards to working towards. Morad Ahmed looks decent. He looks like he could be O blooming K. But we'll check the others first. I'm going to say no to Saber. I think that initial rating is just too low for us. Idris, sorry mate, it's a no from me. Hassini, again, it's going to be a no. Matube, that's a no. It's another Saber, and he... Maybe. I'll keep him scouted. Kada, again, it's a... How do you have grey hair at 16? What has that man been through? Again, we'll keep these guys being scouted. It's a possibility of another attacking option. I do think unless we get someone absolutely huge, I think we'll probably just stick with the players we have. I'm going to confirm him as a striker. I'm really glad I did. He went up 3 there, which was fantastic. And I think what we'll then do is probably get him on a poacher, get that sprint speed up and get the shooting up. Because, again, he could be fantastic. I think this guy's got a real good little potential. To go up to 62 already is not bad at 15. That's not bad at all. Let's just very quickly get something onto Edward Terry as well. Let's have a little look at his in-games, see what the guy's rocking with. Okay. I think we need to get, obviously we need to get the pace up a little bit, but we need to boost that dribbling. Because that, actually the passing is woeful. Okay, let's get the wide playmaker on there. Get the acceleration up, get the passing, get the dribbling up. But yeah, nothing crazy from that month. Terry could be decent. But yeah, we'll just crack on with the rest of this now. I think we'll carry on. Okay, I did say to you guys that I was going to consider going in for Gray and trying to pick up Gray on a permanent. The only issue we now have, because we spent some money on our pickup, obviously, of Youth Scout and trying to get the youth system sorted, we don't have that much money, and he's worth 2.6 mil. And if I go for him with 7 months left, I think I'm still going to have to pay a bit of a hefty fee. And it's kind of the same with McCallum. I don't think I can pick them both up, and that's a real stinker for me. I think what I'm going to have to do is I think I'm going to have to approach to see if I can sign Gray and see how much it's going to potentially cost me. Because if I wait for January, I've been told there's a high chance that the deal then will be off the table and I won't be able to try and pick him up permanently. So I'm going to approach Gray now and see what's said and see what I can potentially go in for. Again, he's worth 2.6. I'm going to offer 1.5 and just see what they say with that. I know that's a crazy low bid and I can always go in from again in like 2 weeks time. Okay, so they want Johansson. I'm not giving them Johansson. That just isn't happening. I'm going to go in for 1. Again, I'm just going to go in for a bit of a low ball and see what they kind of come back with. A sell-on clause of 9%. No, I'm going to spit 1.55 again. Okay, for 1.5 million, I think that is a fantastic, fantastic pickup there. Okay. So, realistically, I can now just go in and pick him up, right? I can literally just go in and pick him up. This could be massive for us. This could actually be a fantastic, fantastic pickup. I'm not going to be able to offer him 30 grand a week. That's not something I think I'm going to do. I don't want a release clause. That's fine. I'm going to offer him 20 and see what he says to that. No, I've whiffed out. I'm going to go 25. Let's see if he's willing to negotiate a little bit. Okay, he was willing to take a huge wage cut to join us here. That's fantastic. Okay, right, Gray is done. Let me know in the comments, should I go in for McCallum? I'm going to play McCallum again in the next game and see how he feels to me. But I'm going to play the 4-2-2, see if he suits that system for me. So, sweet. Gray's here in a permanent. I'm really happy with that. Let's get to the Cardiff game. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to play the 4-2-2 today. McCallum coming in at left back again. The only real changes is that Gray is starting ahead of Coles and Field is starting ahead of Johansson because Johansson was quite tired. But this is a 5 at the back, so 2-striker system. I'm not upset to see and try and run. But let's just go for it, boys. Again, it's going to be a tricky game today. Cardiff are no mugs. But hopefully we can come away today with a big, big result. That's kind of what I'm really hoping to push towards is now a big, big win. These guys are in 19th. Cardiff are having a really torrid time in this save. And a trip to Wales. Hopefully we'll go back to England with 3 more points. Let's hope so. Come on, you Ars. Ball here with Amos, who's sort of playing out wide right now. He's kind of playing as like basically where Willock should be, but Willock was just sitting there behind him. Hopefully we can rotate this now into a slightly better position. That's not a bad little run. That's a lovely bit of play. Great. Can he get his first goal as a permanent QPR player? Not quite. Has just dragged the shot wide. Really nice bit of play. He wasn't impressed, let's be honest, but it was on the bobble and he's kind of almost shindigged it there. It's just bounced off his shin and just about spun wide. But not a bad little start there. Not a bad little start. Willock on the ball here. Going to play it back to Amos. Luke Amos going to try and rotate it inside. Dykes with Willock to Gray. Going to try and get it back to Linden. Linden Dykes. That is a hell of a save from Alex Smithies. Another ex-QPR goalkeeper and a hell of a player, I won't lie to you. That is a very, very good save. And, mate, that is... That for me, I thought that was going to be in. I did think I was going to score that. That's a good jump there from Dickey. Sadly, it's just over the bar. But, yeah, this is better. We just got to get this kind of play just a little bit more. Just a little bit more chances. And eventually, if we keep attacking, one of them's going to be a goal. I'm sure of it. Ozzy Kakai on the overlap here. Really bursting forward that right-hand side. Has drawn the foul as well. So we are going to get the free kick. A chance to maybe try and whip this in there. Going to aim just past the penalty spot. Make a run, boys. Lovely bit of run. That's a good header. Oh, it's off the bar and in. Yes. What a header that is in the end as well. Things you love to see. Sam Field with what I'm fairly sure is his first goal for us. Really happy with that. That's a hell of a cheeky header. I won't lie to you. When I initially took it, that's obviously not where I was aiming. I was obviously aiming for the penalty spot. But Sam Field has got a lovely header there. Loots it over the top of Alex Smithies. And as you can see, goal line tech. It is in. Lampard-esque. In and bouncing out. But that was a lovely, lovely header there from Samfield. And a lovely bit of play. Very, very happy with that indeed. Really chuffed for Samfield as well. Obviously coming in for Johansson while he was quite tired. And making the most of it. Fair play to him. Maybe we'll have to give him a start with Johansson at some point. Fair play to Sammy Field. Big dub. 1-0, boys. Lovely. Field bringing the ball forward now. Going to play it down here to Ilias. Ilias' chair is hopefully just going to burst away from Perry and G here. Where's the runners, boys? We've got no one running into the box. They're running quite late. The ball obviously is not going to get anywhere near them. It's a shame that they don't just make those darting runs in immediately. I've got them set to get into the box for crosses. When there's a cross on its way, it'd be nice if they got into the box. That would be nice. Well, there it is, half time. We were just on the attack there, so it's a real shame the whistle went when it did. But I have to say, that has been a relatively dominant half. I don't think they've really offered much at all. Gray and Dykes both getting into some good positions, both very nearly scoring, but Sam Field ending up being the unlikely goal scorer for us to make it 1-0. But I have to say, I have been thoroughly impressed by this team today. They've played very, very well indeed. I'm going to bring on Jordy Device, who's complained a little bit about not getting much game time, so I'm going to try and just give him a bit of a chance there and get a little bit more game time. I'd like to bring on Hamer at some point, and Austin would be a fantastic third option if I can bring him on at some some point. If we can maybe secure that second, then Charlie can definitely come on and get himself a few minutes. But for now, boys, I think, honestly, it's just more of the same. I think we've been unlucky to not get that second goal and for it to only be one. Realistically now, we just have to keep playing the way we did and hope that we can find goal number 2 while keeping that clean sheet. Obviously, that will be very big for us. So let's crack on. Let's maybe see if we can maybe make a chance here with this first chance of the half. Not quite. That's a shame. But yeah, let's crack on and hope to get more chances. Okay, our mark has been struck, and therefore our 2 changes are happening. The 2 that I said, Austin and Hamer, are coming on. Gray is going to leave the pitch after his first permanent signing, obviously first game permanently for the club. And Hamer comes on for Aussie Kakai. So Hamer's actually going to be playing at right back. As I said before, I wanted to give McCallum 90 minutes this game. Again, just to get a real feel for him and see really how he does work for this team and whether I really do like him and think he is going to be worth us trying to pick up. Sadly, though, I don't think I'm going to be able to make that permanent. Really, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this month. I haven't got the money because he's going to be a pricey boy. But again, I'm going to wait and let you guys decide in the comments as to whether we go for McCallum on a permanent one. But let's just have a ping here with Ilias Chair. It is over the bar. And yeah, 20 minutes to go. I'm optimistic we can hold this one out. Hamer's been beaten here. Got to be careful. It won't give me Dicky. Dicky eventually gets it. This is problematic. Seni Dieng, you bloody hero. Those ones there, Dicky's down on the floor. I'm trying to change player and it won't let me. And look, they're able to just walk forwards, but thankfully Seni Dieng is equal to the shot with a fantastic save. But again, they've got some very big players here. Got to be careful not to let it in. It's a good effort. Thankfully, it is wide. So coming up to the last couple of minutes, 2 added minutes in this game here. Got to be sure to see this out. I don't know what the player is trying to do there, and that is just going to hopefully help us get that ball, bring it up into their half, and just see the game out now. Ilias Chair plays a lovely ball to Lyndon. Could we get a late goal? Yes, we can. In front of the away fans, Lyndon Dykes makes it 2, secures the win, and the celebrations are going to be like we've just won the FA Blooming Cup. Things you'd love to see. You know what? I'm all about it. I'm all about those celebrations every now and again because they are a bit of fun. But that's a huge result, 2-0. And again, a result that we definitely deserve. I really do feel like we've been good for this this 2-0 because it's been coming. They've had one chance, and that was with Dicky being tripped or falling or whatever and ended up on the floor and it giving them a bit of a chance to make a strike. But Dykes doing what Dykes does. Smithy's a fantastic keeper but can't get to that one, and that is 2-0, and surely that's going to be the final kick of the game. It is indeed 2-0. Fantastic result, 3 points and a very important win. Hopefully, again, this is a bit of an unbeaten episode. That's what I'm really hoping to try and achieve today. 4 points from a possible 6 in today's episode so far. And we could have had more goals there. I think we were just a little bit unfortunate, but definitely played better, I have to say, in that 4-2-2 today, which is weird because last episode we played better in the 4-2-3-1. It depends on the opponent, I think. Okay, just got out of the game very quickly, and I want to just address something right now. I've just got an email from Andre Gray. Boss, I can't believe what I'm hearing. I asked you if I thought it might be possible to talk about a new contract. You didn't say anything to me about it and just put me on the transfer list instead. The least you could do now is tell me what's going on. Now, we've just signed Gray on a permanent, okay? So he's not been put on the transfer list. And it's just not true. It's just not true. Let's just very quickly look. If I go to Squad Hub, let's go down to Gray. Where is he? Gray. He's just not on the transfer hub. He just isn't. He's not transfer listed. I'm actually just going to block offers and hope that that maybe corrects it. I physically can't transfer list him even if I wanted to. I can loan list him, but I can't transfer list him as I've literally just signed him. So that needs looking into, EA, because that's stupid. That is just ridiculous. There's no way that that should happen because it's just not the truth. Okay, but ignoring just apparently broken emails, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into our next game, which is up against Blackpool. They are now in 19th after, obviously, us beating Cardiff. I think they dropped to 20th. But this is going to be a sim game today. We're going to jump into this as a watch sim. You can see the lineup. We brought Odebaggio in. Dozzle is coming into play with Johansson. Coles is going to start at right attacker mid, and Austin is going to start instead of Lyndon. That is mainly, all of those changes are mainly down to fitness situations. Odebaggio I would like to bring in and actually play anyway, because again, I don't want him to just completely miss out just because we are experimenting things with our current left backs. But again, as I do with the watch sims in general, is I will show you guys highlights, and if I need to jump in, then I can and will. But yeah, let's just hope and pray that the boys can come away with a good result today, because it's a team near the bottom of the table. It'll be good to get a nice and comfortable win. That's what I'm hoping for. Blackpool with the first chance of the game, and it wasn't a bad chance at all. Seny Dieng having to be awake to a chance, and thankfully he was. Got it away. Oh, good chance there from Ilias. It was saved by the keeper, though. Lovely bit of play. I think it was Gray that was bringing it forward. Oh, good effort from Stefan. It's going to be another corner there. Maxwell with 2 saves pretty close to each other. We're going to play that one short. Edge of the box. Inside to Johansson. Oh, and we just... I don't know what we did with it, but it wasn't good. Okay, half-time, and it is still 0-0. You can see Blackpool have definitely had the better and more chances. What I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to jump into this game and see if I can hopefully help us get the lead. I'm going to keep the team same for the start of the second half and just see again if I can jump in and hopefully make a difference. And if I do, then maybe we jump back to Sim. But depending on how this goes, we have got Luton up next, and that might also be a small Sim, just because, again, as I say, with editing and filming times. Oh, good. How are we lagging, EA? We're not online. I'm playing against the AI. How are we lagging? Please fix career mode, because it's so broken right now. Johansson, lovely bit of play there. Lovely turn. Going to play it into Ilias Chair. Ilias Chair. She's going to cut inside. Ilias Chair's going to have to go himself. And boy, am I glad he did. Because that right there is 1-0 to the bloody Superhoops. Lovely stuff, Ilias. Lovely bit of play. And for him to have found that space and just powered it across that goal. He's been getting a lot of assists this season in this save, and now he's getting himself a goal, which you love to see. I know he's scored a couple, but I'm really happy that he did find the back of the net there and has made it 1-0. That's a really, really good start. Really happy that we've jumped in and managed to help secure that, which is a real big dub. I am going to make a change, though. I'm going to take off... Who am I going to take off, actually? I'm going to bring on Jimmy Dunn. I'm going to bring on Dunn for Barbe. Just because I feel like Dunn's not getting much time. I might actually loan list Dunn and just get him a little bit of game time. In real life, I think he's fantastic. But with us playing a 4-back, not a 5-back, the 4 centre-backs that we have that I think are all genuine contenders for first-team football, one of them is going to be off the bench like every week. And Dunn ends up kind of being that player just because he's out of form and he's the lowest rated. So I feel sorry for Jimmy Dunn because I think he is a bit of a baller in real life and I hope to see more of him. But here we could actually literally recreate the first goal again. I maybe shouldn't have shot that time. Maybe I should have played that one across, but that would have been fantastic to have just absolutely recreated what we just did. But yeah, as I was saying, Jimmy Dunn might potentially get himself a loan move because I think is his best chance to stay in form, and that's what I want from him. Oh, Austin now brings it down. It's going to just hit it. I needed him to hit it first time with his left foot, but it kind of like corrected his position when it didn't need correcting, which is a real shame. You see there how he like took a touch? He didn't need to. He could have just shot, but the AI decided, nah, he's going to take a touch. Ilias is going to whip it in there. Rob Dickey's the man over it. I can't get headers right in this career mode. I score headers online, but corners, I just can't get headers right. 65 minutes gone. We are going to make a change here. We're going to bring on Albert Adoma for Ilias. Just because I think Ilias is just going to get a little bit tired, so it's good to get a little bit of rotation. And you know what? I think we're just going to let Austin play the rest of this game. I was going to change him, but I think we'll let him play it. I'll bring on Linden just for like the last sort of 20-25 minutes. And again, if we can secure that second goal, that would be fantastic. But Albert Adoma and Lyndon Dykes on for Ilias Chair and for Andre Gray. I'm all about it. 2 very strong substitutions that hopefully see this game out with us. Let's go. Albert Adoma on this ball here. Going to try and bring it forward. Charlie Austin making a decent run here. Charlie Austin. Oh, I'd love for him to get another goal. Wait, that's a... you know what? That probably isn't a handball. It's hit his hand, but that probably isn't because it has hit his foot first. I have turned handballs back on, so if we get more handballs like we did before, then they should be given. Charlie's just going to ping it from range. Oh, and it was very nearly in the back of that net as well. That would have been fantastic, but maybe I should have been with a minute to go. I should have been a little bit more sensible with the ball. Hopefully, we're not going to rue giving them possession there. Albert Adoma, mate, up you get, lads. Go on, Uncle Albert, you absolute king. Charlie's going to bring it forward. Can we set away Linden? Can we get another late goal with Linden? I don't think we can, but that's not the end of the world. Surely just blow the whistle there, ref, mate. Blow the whistle, lad. Good, good, good. 3 more points. Again, 7 from a possible 9 in today's episode, and that is fantastic for us. It really is going to be helpful to try and keep up this form. Ilias with a fantastic goal to help us get those 3 points as well. But I'm very happy with that, boys. The form continues. Let's keep it up. That win does help us get into that playoff place. We are in 5th as it stands right now. But as you can see, the table is quite close. All the way down to Bournemouth. They have obviously got 29 points as well. Results going against us, we can drop as far as 8th. Results going our way, we can only climb up to 4th. But the top of this table is getting very interesting. Reading have now had a loss, but their 2 wins over Fulham's 3 added draws are helping see them still top of the table. So Reading and Fulham at the moment occupying, those automatic promotion spots. West Brom, Sheffield United, ourselves, and Nottingham Forest obviously in the top 6, filling off the top 6. Blackburn, Blackpool and Barnsley down there in the bottom 3. Cardiff obviously getting a couple of wins, or a win at the very least, since the game against us to see them out of that bottom scrap of the table. But yeah, I have to say, I think personally, this next game against Luton, I think we can afford to start as a simulation again, get a few rested players, and I think we'll be good to go. So I'm going to rest some players, and we're good to go. Okay, so going into this game, we are sticking with that 4-2-2 that worked so well for us. However, a couple of changes. Hamer and Device coming in at the left-back and left centre-back role. Coles coming in at right cam, and Dykes starting ahead of Austin today. Amos Johansson obviously in that middle of the parks, and I have to say, again, this is a relatively strong side. I think, obviously, we've brought in a 77 rated attacking midfielder, and then Device, pretty much the same rating as Barbe. Hamer, a little bit lower rated than Odebaggio and McCallum. But, again, I'm optimistic to see this guy go up in ratings across this season and maybe the next season as well. I think he can definitely catch up to the other options we have. But for now, we're going to crack on with what we've got here. We are the team in white, and let's hope that we can come away with another win. To add to this unbeaten episode would be fantastic. Good effort there from Gray. Sadly, it was just over the bar. A little bit lucky we got the shot away, but it didn't quite find the target that was intended. Oh, Dykes, lovely stuff. Lyndon Dykes finds the back of the net, makes it 1-0. And yeah, that looked like it was relatively straight at the keeper there, so I'm glad that it did find the back of the net. Again, in this sim, we've been relatively dominant. They haven't really got the ball at all, and when they haven't really taken it forward. So hopefully more of that, and hopefully more chances for us, because that's a really good start. And Lyndon doing what Lyndon does. Things you love to see, boys. Things you love to see. Well, half-time, and you can see we have absolutely dominated possession and, honestly, the general chances of the game as well. So very happy with how this one is going right now. I'm going to sub off Ilias here, and I'm going to bring on Willock, and then I'm going to swap Coles and Willock to the opposite wings, as I think that is going to be the best play for us here. You can see the reason I started Devices because he's very upset the fact he's not playing at all, as is Charlie, which is a real shame because I just don't feel like I can drop the 2 that we've got right now. I think they're our best options up top, which is why I've kind of stuck with them, which is a shame because, again, the game has done Charlie Austin so dirty, and the fact that his ratings and everything are just plummeting is stupid. He's gone down 2 in not even half a season. It is an absolute joke, yeah, I won't lie to you. But regardless, let's crack on with this game and hope that we can see this one through. I say see it through, and we have conceded. Not good. All right. We'll jump in. I've learnt my lesson. It's 1-1. Ah, dear. They've played it into some nice space here. Aussie has been beat there. So has Seny Dieng. And instead of coming in to salvage things, I've made them worse. It's 2-1 now to Luton. And now we've got to save a point, not 3. This is not ideal at all. I think it's Adebayo, I think is the player's name, who scored a brace against us today. And yeah, it was slack defending from me. The space left by Aussie. But I think, honestly, he got the wrong side of Dicky, and as soon as he did... Oh, Device, sorry. As soon as he got the wrong side of Device, and then, obviously, bloody Seny getting megged, which is an absolute stinker. Is there anything I can change right here? Do I think I can do anything to fix this up? We're going to bring on Field. I don't think there's much I can actually change, realistically. I don't think there's much I can bring on and go, this will make a big, big difference. Maybe McCallum, maybe a quick left back. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's hope and pray that this can do it. McCallum on at left back. Field on at CDM. I think we've got our best 2 goal scorers on the pitch, so I think we just have to stick with it and hope that we can get this to work. Johansson inside to Field. Field is going to lay it off here to Chrissy Willock. Willock now going to turn inside to Field. We get it to Lyndon. Oh, I haven't quite got it out of Lyndon's feet. I wanted him to just shoot first time, but he failed to do so. Oh, lovely play from Gray. Dykes is potentially through here. Lyndon Dykes, do what Lyndon Dykes does. That's a hell of a save from Sluga. That's a real shame there. I probably should have done a bit better, but Dykes' pace just ever so slightly letting him down there. He couldn't burst clear of the centre-back like I would have liked him to. If that was great, I think that was potentially a goal because I think he'd have got away from it. Sluga with a very good save again. Dykes with the effort. but a good save from the keeper. We're going to aim for a similar position here. Can we get another header from Dykes? Not quite. Please keep this alive. Stefan, keep this alive, mate. Good stuff. Into Gray. Gray, going to try and play it through the middle. Does to Coles. We get it to McCallum. McCallum with a strike. Another corner here. This is going to be a long old highlight, and I do apologise for that. I'm going to whip this one in. Johansson. It's aimed at McCallum. Doesn't quite win it. They are going to get it away. That's a shame. Ozzy with a great tackle high up the pitch here. Lyndon Dykes. Oh, it's a heavy touch. It was going to be a perfect through ball to Gray, and Gray just would have been one-on-one. There would have been no two ways about it. I'd have been very confident for a goal there, but the heavy touch lets him down, and that is such a shame. Cole's going to bring this ball forward now. Can we make one last chance? Can we get that equalising goal with not long left on the clock? Gray has been muscled off the ball there, which is a real shame, and it's going to be a problem now because we've got to win this ball back and get it up the pitch. Device sitting incredibly deep, and it does very nearly lead to a problem. But now Ozzy, Kakai is going to bring this ball forward, plays it into Willock. Willock beats his man. Referee, don't you even think about blowing that whistle. Now he's going to blow it because now the ball's going the other way, and that is one hell of a shame. Oh, it's so frustrating. I haven't managed to score more than one goal in a game apart from the 2-0 where we got the very late goal against Cardiff. It's been a tough episode. Sadly, the unbeaten run does get broken after 3 games, but man, it's a tricky one. I have to say, I've been relatively happy with the performance, but there we just couldn't get the chances. Dykes wasn't quite quick enough for that chance. The pass through to Gray wasn't quite quick enough either. It's a shame. It's a tough loss, but it's not a bad episode of results, but it's a stinker to lose against a team in the bottom 3. It really is. Like I said to you guys, the table is so close. Like, literally, Forest and Bournemouth both drawing means they only just stay above us on a point. Whereas if we'd gotten that draw as well, we'd have been above both of them on goal difference. So it's so close right now in the league. But that is going to be where I have to end today's episode. Obviously, the next episode, we do have a game against Huddersfield, a game against Derby, another report, and then we're into December, a month before the January transfer window. Let me know what you think about the McCallum situation. Do you think I should try and sign McCallum on a permanent, have him be sort of our permanent left back, and then have Odebaggio, Hamer, those kind of players as rotation? Let me know. The best way to let me know you're enjoying this series, however, is by dropping a like. Supports me, the video, and the series out a whole bunch. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button and turn notifications on to be told at any time that we upload a video. If you want to catch us on our live streams, Hursty Games over on Twitch, link is in the description. While you're down there, check out the links to our channel sponsors of M21 and Real Footy Prints. Code Hursty will get you a discount of both. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. The carpet does it, of course. Wash your hands.
What? Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, we'll say hello. Entertained, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty Games, yeah, you already know.